Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Rodgers going to come out throwing. This one swung out here to Jones.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Got his man, it's Bo Melton.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, quick 26! Hey, you block over here. Take 30!
To throw, it's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
In motion, the tight end.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Hey, pick 26. Jump out.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
From the gun, it's Walker.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now Geno on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again to Jones.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got a man, it's Tonyan.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Crosby is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Geno. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Under pressure, they got him again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw.
Quick slant complete to Melton.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
26.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it. But that one was incomplete.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Smith on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's able to find Melton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. So a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Up the middle, Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion goes the tight end. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Gas 300! Gas 300! Number 50! Hey, you block over here. Hey, 88! 88! 88!
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The kick by Crosby is good, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a hero like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Running on first down, Eckler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he fends him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching them try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Smith.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
From the gun, here's Smith.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball. He's up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 7-7, our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert now.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 4th down, Herbert. Williams brings it in.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Keenan Allen, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11, Panther
Throwing now is Geno. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
19.
Throwing on third down, Smith. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
19 driver.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On third down, here's Walker. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Get it. 60 Falcons.
On 4th down, Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
I just scraped it off the top. Put it on the road, on the dirt, on the block. Was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a tool. I'm painted like a fool.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get him picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just ripped it off the top. Cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stafford going to put it up right away.
That'll be caught by Kupp. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Stafford. Oh, he bowls over it a second time. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my day.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Boye Mafe
charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
On the jet sweep, this is Eskridge.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now Geno on 1st down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
18 right.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 33 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for L.A. 77 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Akers again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Okay, ready?
Boot Hill, baby.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Smith now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Stafford looks to throw again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score 17. Seahawks 13.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Smith. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On second down, here's Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Straight ahead, Walker. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 22. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
1 second, all that remains.
Going up top for Kupp.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 29, Smith. This is the tight end Fant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
On first down, it's Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
18 targets.
Geno now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Herbert to throw right away. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown.
Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And Walker once more. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Herbert back to the air. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Chargers 14, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Now on 2nd and 13, Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Throwing again is Smith. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 27, Herbert. He's got Allen.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler
from 8 yards out.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Seahawks 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw, Smith. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
18 Randall.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 37. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Panther 50.
On first down, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Herbert on first down now. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Again, Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Herbert. It's Williams on the catch.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Herbert now.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They snap it to Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Eckler is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds.
I'm downstairs. What you mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out the freeway, pick up traffic. What the f is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one, between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Play action. It's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
19 tight.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Ken Walker, 26 yards. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go back to the ground with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Geno on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin, 48 yards.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Smith.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
Past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 82 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, Carl?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert O, 76 yards. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He lets it fly from Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Geno. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll sneak it with Smith, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Geno Smith scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Finding room at midfield.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, with the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Brendan McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him back. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.